The proposed renovation project consists of two main areas, the entrance from the north parking area and the sanctuary. We will look at the north entrance first. This is a photo of the north side of Union Avenue taken from Bracy Hall at Mount Union. We will move in closer to the area where the new entrance is planned. Using the drawing from the architect, you can see how the new section will fit with the existing building and get an idea of how this will look. We'll take a few minutes to explain the features of the exterior of the entrance section. You can see that there are plenty of windows, shaded here in blue, to allow natural light inside and to offer a view of both parking and the proposed green space that's planned across from our parking on the university campus. You can also see the relative location of the inside door that will lead into Fellowship Hall. This is outlined in red simply to give you perspective. Of course, it will now be inside of this entrance section, but it's the same location our current Fellowship Hall door is, only lower. The exterior entrance doors from the parking area into the new entrance are shown here in gray. Once inside, there will be both a ramp to the right down toward the Fellowship Hall doorway, or you can opt for a few steps down to the left toward the new doorway to the office area. However, as you will be shown, both steps and ramp can be taken to whichever inside entrance you like. There will be brick piers designed to visually tie in with the masonry of the existing building and an outside walkway around this entrance section of the building, a sloped outside walkway. For more, we'll now examine plans from the inside of the building. The building ministry team received pages from the architects with drawings of the entire building. It can be overwhelming to view every part of the building on large pages filled with lines and measurements and other architectural details mostly relevant to the builders. Since many people are generally familiar with the existing building and the areas we don't plan to renovate at this time, we're going to focus our attention only on the proposed new construction areas, which are outlined here in red. Let's take a closer look at the north entrance drawing. This is a drawing of the ground floor plan. The north walls of the existing building are outlined in red. You can see from the arrow that this is where the entrance to Fellowship Hall is now on the drawing. Because the proposed new entrance section will contain the ramp, the current ramps taking up space in Fellowship Hall will be gone, giving more usable space in the hall itself. And to further help orient you to the drawing, we will point out to you on the plans a few of the rooms of this part of the building. This is Fellowship Hall. This is where the kitchen is. And this is the office area. With the existing building in mind, we will add the drawing of the proposed new entrance section. This building addition will be outlined in blue. We're going to shade the new entrance section in. And you can see in that entrance section that you have the option of a couple of steps that will take you down to ground level to enter the building. There's also a ramp that's ADA compliant that will bring you down to ground level to enter the building. So either steps or ramp inside the entrance will allow you to access both entrances to the building, the Fellowship Hall door or the new office area door. We'll show you again. You could enter from the parking lot into the new doors, enter the entrance, travel down this ramp, all inside, and through Fellowship Hall doors at ground level, no interior ramps. You might also continue on through the entrance area down this walkway and around the corner to the new secure office door. You could come down the ramp and enter Fellowship Hall. And as you might typically do, go toward the hallway around the corner from the kitchen and climb the stairs to the sanctuary level, or down the hall to the elevator, just as we do now. You also can access the restroom where it is now, but there will be a new hallway that will make use of this mostly wasted space that's in the current women's restroom. This new hallway will take you around the office area and toward what will be a new restroom that's also accessible to all and family-friendly with a baby changing station. Both restrooms are designed to accommodate those with individual specific needs. And from this area, you'll be able to access the office through the door where it is now. Let's look again. Through the entrance, you could travel down the stairs and more directly go to the new secure office doorway. Enter that new hallway and enter the office through this door. And inside the reception area of the office, you can access Pastor Dave's office, the pastoral care office, Pastor Coralie's office that will remain the same, the finance office and membership office that will remain the same, and what will now be the workroom. So coming in that new door through the new hallway, you'll come in at a straight shot toward the elevator. And before we head upstairs to look at those plans, there's one more bonus feature. As we've added this area for the entrance on the outside of our existing building, that allowed this pocket of space behind the kitchen that now becomes kitchen storage. We're going to focus now on the sanctuary area. And again, we have architectural plans of the entire building, but we want to focus only on the area where we're looking at renovations. And we have all the extra lines and markings, words and numbers, measurements, and we're going to eliminate those to simplify. We're going to focus on the back part of the sanctuary for now. You can see the arcs that represent the pews. As you enter the sanctuary, you find one of the biggest reasons for considering renovations, and that's this 6-inch step down. This has been an obstacle for many, many years and for many, many people, and we think we have a way to do this economically and reasonably. Typically, you might enter the sanctuary from the steps or the elevator, shown here in pink, and that red arrow shows you'd pass by the Welcome Center into that back area that we often refer to as the chair section. And that back area, the plans call for it to be extended, so there's no step down. It will be extended to the back of the pews, where we can then have 3 ADA-compliant ramps that are gently sloping that will allow anyone access to the pew area and to the front of the church. So typically you might enter from the steps of the elevator, and you might travel across that back section, and now you would have access to this ramp, where you could come down front or you could take a seat in the pews there. You might typically enter from the steps in the elevator, past the Welcome Center, into that back section, onto that extended floor area, and down this ramp toward the west, past what's now the audio desk, and down the aisle and take your seat in a pew. Again, you might enter the sanctuary as you typically do, walk across that back section or travel across the back section, onto that raised area and down that ADA-compliant, gently sloping ramp toward the Union Avenue door or toward the eastern pews. And since we're focusing on the east, Let's look at the sanctuary here at the east. The plans also call for an ADA compliant ramp gently sloping across this eastern section here and to that corner where the platform will begin. This platform will be a raised area that will go from the eastern side of the front of the sanctuary across to the pulpit area. And from the pulpit area, it will extend again over to where the praise band platform is now. The design is similar to the praise band platform as it is now, but this will be all new construction. All one level, all one piece that will go across and provide greater space for elements of worship. There will be increased space for the bell choir, for individual soloists, for chancel choir, drama. So you might come in from the steps in the elevator, travel across that back section, down the ramp toward the east, where you then could go up this gently sloping ramp, access for all, up to the front and to the platform. And you can see our architects have even thought ahead and drawn chairs and even included the piano there on the platform. Now we're going to focus on the front of the sanctuary where the platform is, and this includes the choir loft. You can see shaded in pink there are steps. So we have the platform, and these steps will allow you to go down from the platform to the doors that currently are on either side of that choir loft area. And there you see the existing steps that take you down toward Hartshorn or up to the choir loft. And there's the choir loft shaded in pink. Now also from the platform, from the pulpit area, from the front, there will be a couple of small steps that will take you up to the choir loft as well. And the choir loft is designed with flexibility so the organ may be moved to the side, which allows better visibility of the choir or anything else on that platform area. So again, we have a larger area here for a variety of purposes. We also have area on the western side where the praise band has been. And this allows more space for more musicians or other needs. And across the front of this platform are a few small steps as well that conform to the entire arched shape. And it will allow access from anywhere. We've been focusing our attention on the sanctuary, and we're going to turn one more time toward the entrance to the space. There are the stairs and the elevator. We have space in the back of the sanctuary that's not used well, so we want to remove these three walls, opening up that space for all kinds of possibilities. And we have plans to add this wall that's perpendicular to the doorway, directly across from the elevator. And with that wall, we can add a set of double doors that will provide increased security for the sanctuary, as well as help eliminate noise for those coming in the elevator and the doorway, maybe when a service is in progress. And also in the sanctuary are, of course, plans for new carpet and for brand new wall coverings. So far, we've talked about renovation plans for the entrance and for the sanctuary. But there are other building needs that are in the plans for renovation that are more basic building maintenance needs. We have roof issues that we are going to address. We have plans to replace the old boiler that's heating the education wing. We have windows that are cracked and broken on the east side of the education wing. And those new windows will be installed to match the windows on the west side that were completed several years ago through the congregation's tremendous stewardship. We've now looked at the entire building renovation project plans. The building ministry team has worked diligently with our architects and builder to address important needs like accessibility and security, as well as updating the appearance of the building and increasing flexibility and usable space. And all of this has been accomplished while remaining true to our intent to honor the wishes of the congregation to avoid any large long-term debt. We've looked here at the plans for a new north entrance that allows access for all to 2 entry points, Fellowship Hall and a new secure entrance near the office, restrooms, and elevator, both at ground level. We examined plans to eliminate the step-down across the sanctuary, which has limited access for many. And we've envisioned a new attractive platform that will not only provide much more space across the front of the sanctuary for worship leaders and participants, it will provide much better access to the pulpit, praise band area, organ, and choir loft by way of an attractive integrated ADA-compliant ramp. And we've heard that the basic maintenance needs of the building will be addressed as we're making these other improvements. Through this proposed renovation project, Union Avenue United Methodist Church will be better able to live our mission statement, called to be faithful servants, sharing the good news of God's grace. And we will be demonstrating that we truly are welcoming to all by more fully opening our doors even wider.